Hello, everyone, and once again, we are back for another edition of Live After SmackDown Live. I am Tonya Rodgers here with Andrew M. Swift, and we are going to talk about SmackDown Live. It was a very, very good show, in my opinion, and we're just going to jump right in to the A show, which started off with a contract signing between the
Oh
WWE.
my god.
I was going to say WWE Women's Champion because she's the only Women's Champion that matters. The SmackDown, the SmackDown Women's Champion Becky Lynch for her title match against Alexa Bliss at No Mercy, and love the promo. I love the back and forth between the two. Becky was showing that old baby face blue collar, like Alexa said a line like, you weren't born to be a champion like I was. And Becky Lynch like, no, I wasn't. But I watched a lot of TV and they told me that if I worked hard, I could be anything I want to be. And like, that's something like little girls and little boys can be like, yeah, I can, because Becky Lynch was never meant to be in this position, right? Like when she first came to the roster, she was just in service of other women, but she got herself over so much so that she had to be inserted into the women's title match at WrestleMania. And I'm so glad now she's on SmackDown and she's the champion. And Alexa Bliss, she was also great. Also great. I just love this segment. The Alexa Bliss he shot at her and tried to get her down, flipped the table on her, but Becky was like, oh no, I'm not some weeping willow. And she chased her out of there and stood tall, holding her title, which like Alexa's gonna get hers back, because she's already plotting something evil. But I love the segment. It was a great way to start the show.
Right? Like, I mean, as soon as the show kicked off and I heard the yes chants and I saw the table, I was like, oh yes, we're starting with the contract signing. I like popped big time. As soon as they announced it on the pre-show, I was like, I was losing my shit because I knew we were getting open mics with Alexa and Becky, and boy, did they did not disappoint in the least bit. I loved how like they both started talking and then immediately they were just like got angry with each other. Like it was like Alexa tried to use some like stupid line about like you have the hide of a rhino or something, and Becky's just like, you know what, fuck you, bro. she's just like, I'm prepared for a fight. Like you're a little geek, or whatever. And then it was very similar to it was, of course, I saw this comparison, but it would be hard not to see the comparison between this contract signing and Alexa's contract signing with Bayley in NXT. Her whole thing about like you weren't meant to be this, you weren't born to be a champion. Like that's basically taken directly from the contract signing with Bayley. But I think it worked even better here because by that point, like, because Becky is like a new champion, she just won the title like last week after failing so many times, and Bayley had won the title and been champion for like 2-3 months by that time. Had been in the main event, in an Iron Man match. So it's like, yeah, okay, sure, you can say you weren't meant to be this, but kayfabe is kind of telling us something different. Like even though you're coming with that line, But then tonight, Alexa was like, "You're a one-hit wonder," and it was like, "Oh, that's a good like little thing to use." And I thought both of them sold each other's lines really well. Like the one-hit wonder bit, the camera went to Becky like immediately, and she was like had a little look of like consternation or like a little worry, on her face. And like when Becky was
like, what if I am, right?
Like, what if I am, exactly. And then when Becky was spitting her hot fire, like, I'm gonna fucking work you, like the camera went to Alexa and she was like, oh, I might be in over my head, I was just like, so like that was fire. It was awesome. I can't say enough good things about that segment. And it was the perfect thing to open the show with. It was absolutely
it really
perfect.
was. It was great. I loved every minute of it.
Right.
Okay, the next segment of the show, the Usos.
Oh my God, they're so good.
They had a match against American Alpha, and this is the first time that American Alpha has competed since the Usos turned heel on them, the tag team tournament. So the storytelling in the match was just top notch. The Usos went right back to the same knee that they got Gable with, and Gable just he really couldn't help Jason Jordan out. It wasn't like they were the lesser team. The Usos just had a better game plan. It was like American Alpha really wasn't expecting, which I don't. They maybe they were expecting it, but they couldn't handle the dirty tactics.
Yeah, the Usos brought it. The Usos brought it. They executed their game plan perfectly.
And this match was also to become the number one contenders for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. So the Usos went over after Gable just couldn't. Jason Jordan made the decision, like, I'm looking out for my partner. I'm not going to tag him in. I'm going to try to go at this alone, and he couldn't. So after the match, they were showing Rhino and Heath Slater backstage with their little cheese whiz and crackers and stuff, and Heath Slater was trying to get Rhino fired up for the match, and Rhino, he just wasn't feeling it. He was like, we already got momentum, and we don't need to do this. As soon as the Usos came in, and I think it was Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy said he was going to smack the plate of crackers out of his teeth. And Rhino got so pissed off. He was like, how dare you come between me and my cracker? He got so mad that he balled the crackers up and threw them on the floor. And then, like, Jay was told he was like something about all your 26 raggedy ass kids back to the mud hole. I was like, oh my God, they thought they weren't talking smack.
Oh, yeah, for real. Yeah, they brought it. God, they have been so good. They have been unbelievably good since they've turned. Like, it's so funny, like, the Usos, like, if they were on Raw, they would be the most interesting thing on Raw right now. like seriously, like the performances they're putting in. If you took the exact same Raw show and just put the Usos in doing like their bits in this way, it'd be like, they're the most entertaining part of the show. And you can say that for like 10 people on SmackDown, like easily.
I like. With the heel, I like certain things that they do. Like if they do something dirty and the crowd boos them, they'll like try to shush the crowd. Like, hush, quiet. We're at work. Be quiet. Yeah. Like they've changed their whole. All I would say is that they need like some harder music to go with the whole package. Yes, I loved it. I enjoyed it.
I really liked where like Heath was trying to play around with Rhino, and like first of all, Heath was getting Rhino to the Usos. He was getting, like, you could hear the crowd doing it. So it's like, oh my God, they are eating up Heath Slater right now. And Rhino was just like, no, like I'm not into this at all. And then the Usos come storming in and threatening his plate of crackers. And he's like, oh, hell no. He said, don't you dare threaten my crackers, is what he said. I wrote that down. I was just like, oh my God. Holy shit. Don't you dare touch my crackers. That's what he said.
Right. And then the Usos, they made a great point that, they said that Rhino and Heath Slater cheated, but they didn't cheat. But they said that they had to wrestle twice, and that was the reason why that they lost. And this time they won't have to. So that's another little edge, or another little corner of the feud that just adds. It's like it's a lot of attention to detail.
Mm-hmm.
It's like people don't forget what's happened, like, on the show in the past.
Yep.
It's a continual story, and people aren't just making shit up as they go along. And
before the segment
I really
starts.
appreciate it. Right. I really, really appreciate that.
Like actually
Oh
presented
my
as
God.
a legitimate TV show instead of like a stream of consciousness from a megalomaniac.
Yeah. Okay, let's get
We'll get to
into
that. We'll get to that.
yeah, we're gonna save a little bit of time
Uh-huh.
to talk about all that. Let's get into the Intercontinental title
Oh my
championship match.
god.
Oh my God. The Miz,
Like
it was the Miz against Dolph Ziggler. I liked Dolph's promo
I did
before.
too.
Like Dolph has been. I know people give Miz his props, but let's not understate how good Dolph's been in all of this. Because I
Mhm.
don't think he's getting undershadowed. Like, what was he doing before the draft again? In a constant stream of nothing matches with Baron Corbin, and
Yeah.
now he's like he has direction. He has somewhere where he can go. Like even if because he lost the game tonight, womp womp. But there's still somewhere he can go. He can actually eventually overcome and win the big one again, or he can just get pissed off
And
and go in
turn.
the
Yep.
yeah and go in the other direction. And it's really interesting where Dolph Ziggler is. But
They're like
so
usually when someone's like about to turn, like you can see it coming like a mile away. And like it kind of seems like Dolph is getting like super desperate and losing all the time, you know, but it could be like a babyface redemption story. Like there's
yeah,
nothing that says it can't be that. I'm guessing it's not, but it might be. I don't know. I think he's really doing a good job of hitting the notes that his character needs to get across right now, which is like, man, I've been fucking sucking. I'm like in a big slump, you know, like I think he's getting that across, like in not just his words, but his weary resignation that he has when he talks. He's like, yeah, I've been really bad lately.
But you know, the last two losses weren't his fault. He
No,
got cheated both times.
he got cheated both times. And I'll tell you what, that ending sequence was so well done. Heel manager gets caught with the mace, trying to spray it, gets tossed out, drops the mace, right? And so at this point, it's like, oh, fuck, they're doing a title change here maybe. Because, you know, like basically every time heel manager gets tossed out, it's like, well, that's so the babyface can overcome, you know?
Yeah.
So that happened. And so we see that. And then Miz is like, oh, fuck. And, you know, he's trying to do whatever he can to, you know, get away. And he's getting worked over a little bit, you know? He's barely kicked out of that zigzag, even though that hasn't pinned someone in like 6 months. The crowd was super into this match. They were like super into it.
Crowds from yesterday and today.
Right? Seriously.
Like the crowd was into everything. There was full participation. It's a great thing to see. They were up for everything.
It's wonderful.
They were even up for Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews. And you could say, well, okay, Apollo Crews, now my nickname for him is Poor Little Tink Tink. And fans of Cat Williams know exactly what that means. Poor Little Tink Tink. Just keep trying and trying and trying. Like, they're going to have to do something with Apollo because he got his ass handed to him tonight.
Yeah, he got worked over.
He got worked over.
Baron was vicious.
Yeah.
Wait, but hold on. I gotta go back to the IC match. I love the Miz grabbing the belt, holding it, and then like keep holding it as he's like tossed in the ring steps and everything. Gets thrown back into the ring, still has it, grabs the mace, which like I didn't even see him do it.
No, me either.
But like clearly he did. Grabs the mace, throws the belt away, so the ref like goes to get the belt. And then does it. And I'm just like, oh my God, that's perfect. They literally did that perfect to make the heel like lose his like crutch, lose his manager who gets him out of shit, and then he still manages to overcome the babyface and cheat to win. Like I was just like, my God, they just made Miz look like a dope ass heel right there. So
Yeah,
I can't say enough about SmackDown Live, man. I mean, like, this show's so good. God damn.
it is. It's telling complete stories.
It's telling
from
stories.
top and bottom.
My God. My God.
Even when Jack Swagger was on commentary,
Yeah.
he didn't just show up and all of a sudden he's beefing with Baron Corbin. He's like, I'm here because this is the place where you get opportunities, and I'm trying to go after that I've never won. And like, he has clear motivations, and he just, and sometimes it can just be, I don't like this guy.
I don't like this guy. Yeah,
And
isn't that what he said?
And that's what it is. Yeah.
He was just like, I don't
pretty
really
much. He don't like. Yeah, pretty much.
And then they win at it. Yeah, that was wonderful. Yeah, Jack Swagger is fucking like more over than 90% of the people on Raw. Like, and he's been on the show for 2 weeks, for God's sakes.
Well, we can talk about, because some people are like, oh, it's just overboard with the SmackDown love, and there are things wrong with it. Okay, I'm going to tell you, let's talk about 2 things that I don't particularly enjoy about SmackDown, but I'll deal with.
Okay.
Kurt Hawkins.
Yeah,
what the hell? What are you doing?
I don't even want to include that in my recap.
What? Excuse me, sir. Are you lost? Do you realize that you're on a wrestling show? What the hell? What's going on here? He's weird. He's a weirdo. That's all I'm getting.
He's weird, and not in like an entertaining or funny way. He's just
it's weird. Like,
strange.
What?
Right.
Okay, and that happened.
What did I write? I wrote 1 sentence about him. I wanted to see what he wrote. Kurt Hawkins is weird. That's literally all I wrote in my notes.
That's perfect.
Kurt Hawkins is weird.
He is.
That's it.
Like,
that's literally all I had. I think that's what I wrote in my recap last week too. Like, Kurt Hawkins is a weird dude. I think that's what I wrote. I'm just gonna write that every week. I'm gonna write that every week about Kurt Hawkins. That same sentence.
And another thing that I don't particularly care for, what they're going for, is Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, I'm with you on it. Yeah, we agree. Tell me why Randy Orton should be afraid of this guy. Tell me now. Right. I am more interested in the possibility of Luke Harper coming back and telling Bray, you know what, dude, I got it. I'll do it on my own. I don't even want to follow you. Yeah, you lose all the time. What the hell you?
All of the time. I'm gonna try my luck on my own. He's like, you're a god. No, you're not. You're a geek.
Yeah, and you're a geek. Yeah, for real.
And this is not, I love Bray. I do. I really do. But as he is now, just no. And I see that, if AJ retains, because I don't know if he is going to retain, because I don't know what else is going on with the main event.
He's going to retain. He's going to retain.
But if he retains, I understand that Bray Wyatt is just getting fed to Randy Orton right now.
Yeah.
But it's not interesting or compelling, or that there's no shred of doubt or mystery whatsoever on what's going on here. That's the only part of SmackDown where I'm just like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was kind of sure. Yeah, as soon as I saw the Orton Rowan thing, I was like, well, I'm not. By the way, your mic is kind of being staticky, so I don't know if you want to check that out. But Bray's whole thing of I'm a god, and it's just dude, you lose all the time. If you were a god, first of all, why would you be a wrestler? Why would you not be doing something way bigger than being a wrestler? Secondly, you're a shitty god because you lose all the time and you are irrelevant completely. So. Yeah, Bray's promos, every time he comes on now, I'm just kind of he's an engaging speaker, but the content is so rehashed from everything he said before, and nothing ever changes, and he never wins. So it's just I don't know. It's not he's not doing it for me, which is kind of a bummer. I did enjoy that this match, like Rowan was on top. He was like beating Orton down for like 2 minutes, and then he like rolls back into the ring, eats the DDT, and then Orton does the RKO taunt and actually hits the RKO, which is like maybe the first time ever that's happened.
Yeah, hardly ever hits that, right?
Yeah, right? Like almost never. But it was like a 3-minute match. So like I was worried it was gonna be like a 9-minute match and like drag in like a rest hold and some shit. I was like, and then I was like, oh shit, it's over already. I was like, okay, I can deal with that, you know? Like they didn't SmackDown doesn't go too long on things, you know? They get in and get out. They do their stuff. And they don't dawdle just to kill time, which is what Raw is. It's like we need to have a match just to kill time because we can't actually tell a story.
They have enough talent. Okay, we can get on that later. We got to finish talking about the rest of SmackDown. Okay, well, let's go to the other two feuds that are developing in the women's division. There was a promo, and Naomi had a tag match against Natalya and Carmella. And so Naomi finally, because I follow her on Twitter, she's been wanting to have this promo for a while and explain what the glow means. Let's just have, through all adversity, just shining through and remaining true to yourself and sticking to who you are. And I just loved to get that out and say it. And Nikki Bella just seems like, I'm just so fucking happy I'm on this show.
Right.
Can't you tell?
Right, seriously.
People over. You see? I'm still putting people over. You see this, guys? Look at me. I'm not evil.
I'm not even doing an entrance. I'm getting a jobber entrance and letting Naomi do the promo about the glow and then do the entrance. Get the only entrance in the segment. This is like, that's awesome. Yeah. That's fucking awesome, man. Like, that segment wasn't even that long. It was only a couple minutes, but like, they advanced stuff for everybody, you know?
Yeah, it was a little confusing at first to why the ref stopped the match.
I didn't understand. I was like, wait, is this a singles match? Like, and then they never like announced that it was like a DQ, so that was kind of annoying. That annoyed me a little bit, but you know, it's a pretty small gripe compared to other gripes. But I get what the point was, that Carmella, like, she's so obsessed with Nikki Bella that she didn't even want to help her tag partner out. She don't even want to win the match. She just wants to hurt Nikki Bella. Yeah, she doesn't give a fuck about if she's gonna tap out. Like, hell no, she wants to hurt her. Which I thought that was really. Did you watch Talking Smack tonight?
No, I canceled.
Oh, you can't. Ooh.
Yesterday was actually
Really?
Yesterday was my last day with the network. Yes, it was.
Man.
And probably gonna stick to that for a while.
See if shit gets better. Yeah. I might do a post on that. I canceled mine and then re-upped it because I have to have it to review shit.
YouTube is
Daniel Bryan. Carmella was on Talking Smack tonight, and like she came out and she was just like shit talking Nikki like usual or whatever. First of all, she called out D. Bry for like, oh, you must not be that close with her because I was beating her ass and you didn't do anything like right in front of you. And it was just like, oh damn, like shooting on familial relationships. Wow. Yeah, she was going in on it. I was like, oh fuck, that was tight. And then Carmella was just like getting super angry. Like, she was getting super mad. Like, she was kind of like, you know how, like, it's always like, oh, my God, all the women are, like, jealous, crazy, catty chicks or whatever. Carmella was, like, doing kind of that. Like, she was kind of, like, seeming totally insane. But, like, since the rest of the show in the women's division is, like, good, like, you can have an insane character. You know, you can have someone get shown up in their hometown or whatever in Brooklyn or – you know, adopted hometown and, you know, and get super pissed about it and not be able to let it go. And that's kind of what her thing was on Talking Smack. And it was just like, Renee tried to cut her off. Like, all right, we're going to, you know, set her. And Carmella's like, no, I'm not leaving. Ask me another question. Like, ask me another question. Renee's like, okay. And like, asked her another question. And then immediately Carmella's like, this interview is over. Slams the mic down and storms off. It's just like, God damn, you are nuts. Like, holy shit. Like, that was awesome. That was really good. So she was good. Like, she was a little struggles. But I thought she got the character over very well. So yeah, I thought, God, they're doing such good shit. I can't believe how good this show is.
Yeah, it's taking me by surprise. Trust me. I
gotta change my grading scale. Like, shit.
Like, I can't be passing out A+ every week.
Every week? What the fuck, man? This isn't cool.
Okay, is that everything from the undercard before we get to the main event, which shocked the hell out of me?
Oh my God, no kidding. Ain't that the truth? Yeah, I think so. Other than like AJ backstage being a shithead, like usual.
Well, yeah.
Which was great. I love that they didn't have him on commentary. I actually really like that.
Yeah, that was a nice change of pace.
Yeah.
Of the evening was Dean Ambrose versus John Cena. And John Cena lost, people. He lost the match on SmackDown.
Lost clean.
On TV.
Lost clean on Tuesday.
Cheating.
My God.
That was because I was sure that AJ was going to come out and interfere and try to beat them both up, which he tried to do that. But Dean Ambrose beat him clean as a whistle. It was a roll up, but who cares? John Cena got pinned, ladies and gentlemen.
Cena got pinned. I actually really liked that it wasn't. I'm starting to super dig the story they're telling. They're actually telling a redemption story with John Cena. Like, there literally are. Like, Dean's whole thing, like, you're a lazy part-timer, you can't go anymore. And now Cena has lost clean to Styles, lost clean to Ambrose. So it's like they're actually doing John Cena has lost a step. Like, they're telling that story. So when he, like, eventually gets his shit together and overcomes that Mania and some fucking classic with AJ, I'm blown away. I bet you that SmackDown right now, the creative has like 3 stories all the way to Mania written out. Like, in case someone gets hurt or something, they can go alternate directions. They have their shit mapped out, and it's so much better. It's so much better. My God.
It does seem like there's plans for everybody on the roster.
Yeah.
Really does. And it's just great to see. Like, there's a possibility we can actually get 3 women's matches at the pay-per-view.
Right.
Only have, like, what, 6 women?
Yeah.
They're going to use they're still using all of them. And it's not in mostly women, which I said, wait until Becky gets a challenger for her title.
Yep.
And they're
going
to
split off. Yep.
From everybody in the same segment. And they did it. I just love this show. Oh, it's great when you don't have anything to complain about. Now, I listened to Sean and Gino's show earlier today. I feel so sorry for them because all they have to cover is
hey, shit, they could talk about SmackDown, but I don't think either of them watches it, so I don't think they
did. They actually touched on SmackDown, but it's by the time they get to it, it's
a
like
week old.
Oh yeah, it's a week or so later. But Raw just happened the day before, and they were like, "So what else happened? And what else happened? And fuck it, let's just talk about shit that doesn't have to do with anything."
Let's talk about life. I don't want to talk about fucking Raw. That show sucks. Oh my God.
Oh God, I was like, I feel so sorry for them.
Right?
Okay. I just want to announce to people. People to help me with this, because it's kind of like, an addict. You have to break the habit. And last night, I finally decided that I have to give up on Roman Reigns. And so if you catch me talking about him too much, just say, hey, on him, give up on the dude. Because I just can't anymore. And I'm going to tell you why. When it aired, because I was watching Love and Hip Hop, the first hour of Raw, I hardly ever watched. But I read the thread, and they were saying that Mick Foley was basically begging people, please cheer him. I don't know why. I mean, when he's supposed to be your top baby face, and the crowd is coming out saying, delete, delete, delete to him. Like, it's the level of denial that it takes to be a Roman Reigns fan. It's not healthy. Like, you're like, oh no, but maybe and possibly. Like, how many fucking years am I going to have to, like, try to, like, oh, well, I'll just enjoy what I can enjoy because he's a great wrestler. Well, I'm fucking sorry. I'm sick and tired of him having to try to win every goddamn crowd over every time he wrestles. He shouldn't have to fucking do that. And, like, he has done nothing for me to say, I'm done with him. It's all the person who's fucking booking him. And, like, when you have Rusev and Kevin Owens lock him in a cage, and it's pretty much like, oh, shit's finna get thick. They're finna beat the fuck out of him. And the crowd is chanting yes. Yep. And this is not a smart crowd. No. This is a Memphis, Tennessee crowd. Don't tell me they're just all smarts and it's just cool to boo him. No, they're booing him because they don't want him in this spot. And it's like, I'm just sick and tired. Like, the whole show, like, he's not even fucking feuding with Kevin Owens. Why the hell does he keep fighting? Like, I'm sick and tired of being frustrated about it. I really am. It's getting to a point where, okay, this is ridiculous. They're never going to turn him heel. I'm always going to hate his character. Like, it gets to the point where, like, when I hear his music, like, my fucking flesh crawls because I already know what's going to happen in commentary. Oh, this and that, and trying to big him up, and please like him, please don't boo him. And it's like bullshit. I have never seen it go on this long. It didn't go this long with Shawn Michaels, for fuck's sakes, or Lex Luger. Like, I just don't understand, and I can't do it anymore. I'm done. My favorite wrestler on SmackDown. Actually, I almost, Jason Jordan and Chad Gable, they're already up there for me anyway, so it's not going to be that hard, but, like, I just can't do it anymore. Like, I got enough shit going on in my personal life. Heck, when I watch entertainment, I want to be entertained.
Yeah, the whole thing of, like, people coming in and being like, oh, people just want to complain or whatever. Literally no one wants to complain. That's bullshit, okay? I don't want to feel shitty about something I want to enjoy. That's, like, the most ridiculous possible thing you can say, you know? So I was thinking about it earlier today because I also had a come to Jesus moment over the last 24 hours or so. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was like, you know, what's the difference between, like, a wrestler you like and, like, a sports team that you really like and follow or whatever? It's like, if the sports team is shit, you know they're shit. You know, that's just, like, a real thing. They're just not very good. But, like, if a wrestler you like is good but gets treated like shit, it just sucks all the energy and enjoyment out of the program for you. Like, it's at the point where you're invested in the character and the performer, and neither are being treated right. And it's only because of some dude who doesn't know how to book a fucking wrestling show, but is like a millionaire who should be a billionaire and the owner of the company, is ruining potential, like, megastar careers. So it's just like, you know what? Why, for, like, after Raw for the last 3 weeks, I've just been, like, mad and, like, unhappy. And it's like, that's not what I want to do. That's not how I want to spend my entertainment hours. That's not how I want to spend my Monday night. So yeah, so I'm quitting Raw. Like, I watched the women last night and I watched the cruiserweights and then the close. But, like, Bayley getting pinned off a non-finisher, like, 2 weeks in a row for Like I can't do it. Like I've written probably a combined 50,000 words about these two women. Like that's insane. Like that's literally crazy. That's like a 400-page book. Like that's a shoot. And it sucks. I want to see them do well, and I think that they could be like huge stars, and I think Bayley could be like fucking Hulk Hogan. But it's not going to happen with Vince. So there's no sense in fighting it. Like he's not going to change. He's not going to retire. So why care? You know, when there's this program on Tuesday, and NXT, even when it's like not even when it's rebuilding, is still interesting. You know, like there's other good stuff to watch, and then I could read a fucking book on Monday.
And you know what? That really got me in why. Like if they had to just beat Roman down, and that was how they closed the show, I probably wouldn't be saying it. But then they have somebody. Who is fucking dead to me. Seth Rollins has been dead to me. And they have this motherfucker come. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what he tweets. That was a save. He came out to save him. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Why would you do that? Oh, okay. I see what the fuck they're trying to do here. And I'm just done with it. I don't like. Fuck. No. Like, is this what you think? This is your response to people who stop watching your show? Let's double down. The other thing that did piss me off is like the thing in that into Bayley, but the thing is like you have like the biggest fucking female wrestler could be, and the story is about fucking Charlotte, who I like Charlotte way more than a lot of people do, but it's just like, I don't fucking care. Why should I care? And somebody beats her, she's not going to learn anything. She's just going to win the title back in a month. And it's like, damn, bro, and the story is about her. Like, first, it's irritating to see. And then the other thing that kind of pissed me off was like the 10-man clusterfuck when Jericho was talking and they just sent all these people out. And then like, what are you doing out here? And Big E was like, well, we didn't have anything better to do. Really? Really?
Oh, shit.
So why the fuck should I keep watching this?
Exactly.
You don't have nothing better.
That was probably a shoot. That was probably a shoot on Big E's part. He's probably just like, well, shit sucks for us. You know?
I don't fucking know what we're doing out here either. Can you tell me?
Right.
I don't know what's going on. Oh, who knew cruiserweights can throw hands? And okay, your first Universal Champion is like 5-0 and 180 pounds. Didn't even bring TJ Perkins out. They showed a clip of him winning. Even show his speech afterwards.
It's just silly. Like, I don't know how you can introduce a new division, have a champion, and not show the champion.
Oh yeah, and another thing, I love Mick Foley, and that's another thing why I cannot watch Raw until like, and people were like, "What's wrong with Mick? What's wrong with?" I'm like, "Are you a new wrestling fan? Did you not like? You know, the most famous highlight of this man's career is him being thrown cell and then getting chokeslammed through Hell in a Cell, and then the other famous clip that they really can't even show is The Rock going to town on his head with a steel chair. Yeah. And then you ask this man to remember like several dozen lines of dialogue, and then you wonder why he's stumbling through it. He has brain damage. Let's just call a spade a spade. And it's sad to see. And they keep trotting him out there. And he's like the biggest fucking face on the show.
Yeah.
Who? If it's not him, who? Foley. And it's a shame we got this broken down man that Vince pretty much used all through his fucking career. And Mick Foley probably doesn't even have half as much money as he should have from that damn company. And then you trot him out there. Now, tell, hey, remember all these lines and scripts, and if you fuck up, it's gonna look bad on you, not me. And like at this point, fuck, let Triple H come back. Fuck it.
Right.
Like, and Triple H was like, no, look.
Hell no. I'm good. I'm good.
No.
I'm good introducing new championships and shit, you know? And then not
like,
dealing with all the bullshit that comes later. Man is a genius.
Like, people were like,
talking about
people
a
were
god.
like,
That's a god right there. Holy shit, man.
That's it. People were like, when he came and interfered, they were like, Triple H looked pissed off. That was a shoot. He was pissed off that he had to come back and do that shit. He was like, the fuck?
He's like, I fucking put Roman over in a classic.
Right.
At Mania. Why do I have to keep coming back to this bullshit?
And he's like, that's how the fuck you gonna give Kevin. Did you see how I gave him the NXT title? And this is how the fuck you gonna give him the universe? Okay, I'll do it, but goddamn, I'm gonna have the meanest mug on my face when I do it.
Trips is, oh man.
That's how he was trying to.
It's fucking hilarious. Triple H, like thinking about Triple H and how he's like dealing with shit backstage is more entertaining than anything that happens on Raw. Like seriously.
Yeah, you posed a good question. Like, what is he saying to the guys and the women that he brought in to like keep their morale up? Like, what could he possibly be saying to them?
Right. Yeah, when you have fucking like
I would love
Sasha making more sad Tumblr posts and Bayley writing cryptic tweets that can be definitely interpreted as a little bit bummed out. It's like, my God, these people fucking love this shit and they feel like shit. That's the yeah, Mick. Here's the thing. Here's what I'll say about Mick Foley. Like Raw, what they do is they put people in places where they can't succeed. It's not just that they don't put people in places where they will succeed or can succeed. It's that they actively put performers in places that they will not succeed. Dana Brooke ain't going to be a babyface. She sure as hell shit ain't going to be your top babyface. But apparently that's what's going to happen. She's going to be a babyface. We need a babyface term for Dana Brooke. Mick Foley can't talk. Like, I'm sorry, the man has taken way too many chair shots to the head. He can't do it. All right? Why are you sending him out here to do this? It just makes it uncomfortable. And it makes the whole division that you're introducing look shitty because it looks like nobody cares. It's just, I don't know. It's frustrating. Raw is frustrating. Fuck Raw is war. Raw is frustrating.
Yeah, I'm gonna YouTube certain things. Like, the only thing I'm really interested in is the cruiserweights.
The cruiserweight match. Like that was fun. Yeah.
God bless him. He's getting him a title shot. Do you want to do Clash of the Champions predictions?
Yeah, sure.
Or no?
Not. Let's do it. Let's run through it. No, who cares?
Okay, well, Nia Jax versus Alicia Fox. I have Nia Jax.
Well, yeah. I'd be so funny if Alicia Fox like won a roll up or some shit so they could continue the feud.
That would be stupid. She should just kill her again.
Well, no shit, that would be stupid. It's fucking
that would be
raw.
The dumbest thing
fucking
ever.
Raw.
Okay, so is New Day going to defend their titles against the club?
I think so, right? I think so.
I
think that's a match.
So if that's a match, then who do you have?
I think the club is gonna win, but like nobody cares at this point.
Yeah, they have absolutely zero momentum. They have, like, I've never been into the guys. I don't see what everybody else saw when they first came and they were so excited. I was like, they're just too, I call them average savages. That's what they are to me. But I definitely agree they could have been booked way better than they are. And like, if they win the titles, let's talk about like not having any momentum before you become a champion.
This is like what the old Intercontinental champion used to be. Like you become the new Intercontinental Champion, and just like, and it's just didn't matter at all. Like that's kind of what the tag titles have been like for a while, you know. But
yeah, like every time Wade Barrett won the Intercontinental
right, exactly.
Championship.
Nobody gave a shit. Nobody gave a shit at all.
Sami Zayn versus Chris Jericho. I'm going for Chris Jericho.
Boy, I tell you, if Sami Zayn doesn't here, you know what's funny about Sami Zayn? I saw on Twitter tonight, Sammy was tweeting about SmackDown.
Yeah, I saw that in the thread.
I was like,
because he's like,
God, Sammy is so badly wants to go to Tuesdays. Oh,
he's like, what could have been? I could be on this show.
He's like, I could be the dude to take the Intercontinental title from The Miz in like a really good story, you know? Oh.
I could actually have a character beyond hates Kevin Owens.
Hates Kevin Owens and just looks like a douchebag.
For some odd reason.
There's the women's triple threat.
Yeah, the women's triple threat. I think Charlotte's still gonna win.
Yeah, here's the thing. I don't want to say that. I'm not gonna say that. I don't want to say it. I'm dreading it, but like if it happened, I wouldn't be surprised in the least bit. It would just like be another.
Who would you prefer? You want Sasha to win again?
Here's what I will say about that match. The only acceptable result, the only single acceptable result in that match is Sasha either pinning or tapping out Charlotte. There's no other result in that match that is an acceptable result for the women's division on Raw. However, Bayley will almost certainly like fucking tap out to Sasha or something, some dumb shit like that. But like literally the only result that makes any sense is Sasha going over Charlotte. And then whatever, defending it at Hell in a Cell when they both kill each other. It's be fucking depressing.
I have a feeling that Enzo Amore and the Shining Stars, Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy, they're gonna get a match against the Shining Stars.
Oh yeah, who gives a fuck about that?
Yeah, but hopefully they'll win. It hasn't been announced, but you know, sometimes they like to spring up matches at the last minute.
Throw shit on the pre-show, you know.
Yeah. The United States Championship match.
Oh boy.
Rusev versus Roman Reigns.
Oh boy.
Which I'm pretty sure Sean's gonna have me do the pre-match preview. And if he does.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know what he's getting into.
I am going to fucking bury that feud. 6 feet under. I hope he gives me that match to preview. I have Rusev winning because Roman Reigns will be your Universal Champion soon enough. Give him another title. He's gonna be Universal Champion soon.
My God. Holy shit.
Wrap yourselves in, people who still watch Raw. Doing less and less by the week, according to the ratings. Then we have Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins. Kevin Owens going over.
You have Owens winning?
No, yeah, Kevin Owens, yeah.
Do you think Tripp shows up? That's the real question.
Probably, yeah.
Do you think Triple H screws Rollins again?
Because obviously what they're building towards is Triple H versus Seth Rollins. But I don't know if they're doing this intentionally. Like certain people, especially in the dating thread, are like, "Oh, Triple H, he's gonna put Seth over, man." And I'm like, listen here, like he loves Seth Rollins, and that's gonna cement him as a babyface. And he did it for Daniel Bryan, and he did it for Batista, like almost a decade ago. It's gonna work. But here's the thing. Ever since Seth Rollins came back and they didn't immediately turn him face, his cheers have been dwindling more and more and more. And especially since every week he's a whiny, crying little baby.
Yeah.
He's whining and crying and bitching and complaining. And especially if they do it in front of a smart, heavy crowd like the Royal Rumble or WrestleMania, this is my prediction. Triple H is going to get cheered out of the fucking building because not only has he given us NXT now, he brought us the freaking Cruiserweight Classic guy.
Yep.
So I'm like, you might as well have Triple H be the babyface in this scenario and be like,
hey, what did I say? I said Trips and Owens needed to be the baby faces.
But it doesn't work if he just hands him the title.
I know, it doesn't make any sense.
I can see
it doesn't make any sense.
If they had booked it like Seth Rollins was going to get a chair and smash Kevin Owens, and then Triple H came out of nowhere and stopped him from cheating. That would have been, but like, I don't think people are going to boo Triple H anymore. I just don't.
I don't know if it can be done. Like, and Seth,
I don't know if it's going to work.
He's like, people were always for months now have been like, Seth's better as a face, and I've just been like, are we sure about that though? Like, the dude is completely like super unlikable for shoot with all like his little mini scandals he gets in. He's whiny. His voice is awful. His laugh is super annoying. He's done nothing redeeming at all. He doesn't really like. He does flippy shit, but he doesn't like build emotional connection. Like, do you want to see? Do you really care about Seth winning, or just like, oh, it'd be nice if he won? You know, like.
But you know what? You say he does flippy shit, but since the cruiserweights,
he doesn't do flippy shit that interesting.
Like Grand Metalik kills his flippy shit. Like, he makes Seth Rollins look like a straight up just technical wrestler with his flippy shit. Hey, have you seen that dude? Really? No. Did you see the picture that Bayley took with Seth Rollins? And Bayley
she looks uncomfortable.
Looked like she was forcing herself, and I was like, "No, Bayley, the nicest person in the world, has to force herself to smile in a picture with you. You're not likable.
You're not likable. It's not a good sign. It's not a good sign. No. Here's the thing. Bayley is hilarious, man. God damn it. Fucking Vince. Woo, boy. You know who I like tonight? You know who I like tonight? I like Dean Ambrose tonight.
Yeah, he was great. He was serious.
He was serious. He was angry. He was angry. When they first showed him backstage, like behind the fence, and like the whole ECW like behind the fence gimmick bit, I kind of laughed, but he was like looking pissed off. I was like, all right, that's a good sign. And then like he came out, and he's just like no nonsense, and I was like, all right, cool. Like, he's never gonna be my favorite, but like as long as he's not being ridiculous, as long as he's not wearing goofy fucking hats, you know, like this shit, then he can definitely be a valuable part of the show. And I like that they gave him his one-on-one match next week, you know? Like,
yeah.
Because Shane had said, like, you're going to get your one-on-one match, but we're also going to do this triple threat. And then tonight on Talking Smack, Brian was like, you know, I did it because I felt like it didn't make sense for him to not get his rematch before the triple threat. And I was like, holy shit, he just, like, explained with logic a booking decision to the audience. I was just like, my God, why does this seem so revolutionary? Apparently he also said something about we're doing the women's revolution or whatever, and I was just like, oh.
Yeah, I saw that in the thread, and I was like, shade. No. How can one show be so misguided and the other show just be hitting pretty much everything? Doesn't seem like the same company is putting on these shows.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. Like, I mean, obviously it is, but it's all hail based Ryan Ward. Like, seriously, for real, that guy's. Yeah. It's like
he was like.
He's just a good writer.
He was the guy when he came, like when I was reviewing SmackDown and people weren't watching it.
Yep.
People weren't watching it then, but trust me, he was the guy that would it seemed like he watched Raw and was like, okay, I'm going to try to make sense outfits. Yep, on Raw. And for the most part, like, even though most of these matches aren't going to mean anything, I'm still going to try to put on a top and bottom entertaining show that doesn't mean anything. And at least you got 2 hours of, like, and it was getting to the point where certain things that he would do on SmackDown, they're like, okay, that's a good idea. Let's carry that to Raw and ruin it. But they don't get to ruin it now. They're separate. I still think Raw got the better talent, which is a goddamn shame. Oh yeah, we forgot one match, which I'm so sorry. Cesaro versus Sheamus.
Oh.
Who do you have?
I think it's gonna be a double count out.
That would be so fucking typical.
No, actually, I really hope it is a double. I don't think that's typical, actually. I feel like it's typical to give Cesaro like the 4-0 win. Like or you could just like be annoying and give Sheamus the win, and that's even worse. I kind of want him to have like a double count out, and then they become friends and form a tag team. That's what I want.
If Cesaro wins, then he possibly is going to be KO's next challenger for the title. If Sheamus wins, then Roman Reigns is going to win the United States Championship.
Shit.
Roman Reigns versus Sheamus again. Didn't you love it last year?
Fuck.
Couldn't you not get enough of matches where the crowd just doesn't give a fuck about either guy? Isn't that what everyone wants in their lives? A baby face that gets booed and a heel that gets smiled. You little stupid chance.
Yeah, it's Raw sucks.
The only reason to watch Raw is to bury it on this show.
Exactly. That's like literally the only that and hopefully the cruiserweights keep putting on good matches. Like hopefully that happens. Wait, TJ Perkins, Brian Kendrick. We didn't do that.
Oh well, I got TJ Perkins.
Yeah, I mean he's not losing it like a week after he won the brand new title. Like that would be ridiculous.
Yes, but it's a damn shame because like if this was like a SmackDown thing, I could see them going somewhere with Brian Kendrick's character. But them carrying that goddamn and Brian Kendrick was a big part of selling the entire CWC. Like he did some great work. So I'm glad he's getting rewarded. He's getting a pay-per-view match, but god damn it, I wish he was on SmackDown.
I know, right? He would be really valuable on SmackDown.
He really would. They need another strong heel because after AJ and The Miz, there's a big drop-off on like singles heels.
Yeah, well then it's Bray Wyatt, so you know.
Drop-off.
Yeah, big drop off. Big drop.
Oh Jesus. But my rating for SmackDown, I'm gonna give it because of Kurt Hawkins, Bray Wyatt. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. I enjoyed it, really did.
It was a good show. It was a really good show.
Yeah, and hopefully it continues. Hopefully they keep Vince locked in that closet wherever they keep him. Keep giving him them 2-year-old scripts.
Right?
Like, yeah.
Seriously. I don't know what they're doing,
like, hey.
but I don't know how they convince Vince to just totally not look at SmackDown at all. But they've done it.
Cena lost, and there's no fucking way Vince McMahon's booking John Cena to lose on a roll-up. And nobody, please, let's keep this a secret. Nobody let it out that John Cena lost tonight. We got to curb our enthusiasm a little bit. Finds out all hell's breaking loose. Like, what the fuck? Oh, this has been another great show. You got anything to say before we get on out of here?
What do I have to say? No, I think we got most of it out. I mean, SmackDown's just way better. Like, I'm certain there's someone listening who is like, no, I like Raw more. And honestly, I don't understand you. I'm sorry. I don't get it. I don't know how you can sit through both of these shows and think that Raw is better in like any possible way. But that's okay. Everyone has their own opinions.
That's true. You're entitled to your own opinion. And if you like Raw more, then that is wonderful.
I mean,
More power to you.
it's a bad opinion. I had to do that. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
I know.
Well,
I know.
I just don't argue. I'll be like, okay, that's fine. Okay.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
No. Well, we'll see you guys next week. Hope you enjoyed the show. Bye bye.